Hey Cancer, it's Heather here with Ruth Empress. I hope you guys are doing well. This is going to be your April mid-month check-in. I'm just going to throw some cards down, kind of intuitively just read what they're telling us, where the energies are falling, what's going on with you. This is still going to be a general spread, obviously, so it's not going to resonate for absolutely everyone. If it does, fantastic. And if it doesn't seem to, please don't try to make it fit. Feel free to click on one of the links below. Oh, I have like 4 cards that I want to pop out because there are a ton of amazing readers out there. So they're all down there if you want to check them out. This is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and Cancer. And again, it is general, so feel free to switch roles if necessary. It does go vice versa. If you're a cross watcher, or if, for some reason one energy, it seems to resonate more for you intentionally, then, again, as I always say, trust your gut, follow your intuition. One more shuffle, and then we're going to get going. So I will just note beforehand, Ace of Swords and the Four of Wands. I pre-shuffled a little bit before I hit play or record. And yeah, those two were coming out heavy. So Four of Wands is that celebration, that stability, that home, that happy home. It's also an intense connection with someone. And then you guys also had the, Ace of Swords. So that's spiritual clarity coming in. It's some kind of universal gift of truth, of insight. So keep that in mind. All right. What can we get for Cancer? April 2019. What's going on with Cancer? Right out of the bat, 3 of Swords reversed. So some of you are coming out of a period of heartbreak. And this isn't just a normal period of heartbreak. This isn't that teenage, young, surface level kind of love. Not negating it, but just saying. 3 of Swords is a very intense, dark night of the soul kind of sadness. It's a very intense, painful process that you guys have been through. So you had the Devil reversed. Maybe there was some toxicity in a relationship or in a connection with someone that you had. Again, it doesn't always have to be alcohol, substance, things like that related. It could also be, codependency issues. It could be jealousy. It could be cheating. It could be many toxic things within a situation with someone. It doesn't have to be something drastic. It could be something as simple as, one person was very possessive. One person took all the power. There was an inconsistency and some kind of toxicity going on that it brought out of you or that you brought out of each other. But you have this Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like you guys are coming out of this period. You're finally overcoming and healing from certain things in your life that have caused that turmoil. And the Knight of Pentacles is all about independence. It's all about being in your own, being in your element, taking your power back, being in control of yourself, where you're going, where you're headed, and where you're going to be. And, somewhat aligning with that, within, aligning yourself, having that prosperity, that future ahead, looking forward to it all. And you had Judgment come out. And I feel like this is just Spirit confirming that it's time. This healing, all of this had to take place in order for you to reach this point of power in yourself. Maybe things happen the way they did, as I always say, for your greater good. Everyone's had a past. I've had traumatic things happen to me from childhood on. But because of that, it's made me more intuitive, more aware, more empathic with other people. It's made me become more genuine and care. Whereas if I hadn't grown up with that, or if I hadn't been through those things, I might not have, been the same person coming out. So I feel like whatever pain that you guys went through and the toxicity that's been healed or overcome, it was for a greater purpose, and it was for you to stand in your power on your own, holding your own, and heading out towards your future. Full card. Taking a leap of faith. Taking a leap of faith towards your next journey, your next chapter. It is the beginning of the deck. The Fool is all about embracing the adventure, the wanderer within, and just charging forward and taking that leap of faith, no holds barred, towards your next chapter. Bottom of the deck, we have Page of Swords here. So it could be apologies coming in, communications coming in. It could very well be you deciding to come through with some kind of truth or power, you know, relaying messages, things like that. It can be text messages. Oh, it can be someone stalking, and I'm only saying that because the Six of Cups came up. So Six of Cups is my card of reconnection. But the Page of Swords, when you reconnect, if this is a connection coming back from the past, whether it's past life or from this life, current, and you're reconnecting with someone, it is a deep, soulful, spiritual connection. So if it's something like that, maybe whoever this person was you're connecting with, they have been keeping an eye on you, so to say. Even if you are not connected with them, not in, you know, contact, they've probably been checking in on you, maybe seeing what you were up to. So we have the Six of Wands, Six of Cups, Six of Wands. This is recognition. This is victory, your personal victory. Getting acknowledged for, you know, the hard work you've put in, everything that you've been building for yourself. Maybe someone's coming back that's been kind of keeping an eye on you, seeing where you're at, the power you're in now, where you're headed, noticing and acknowledging you for the great things you're accomplishing in your life. I feel like you guys are kind of being like, but do I want to listen to this? But do I want this apology? Do I really care for your approval? Do I really care if you approve of me or not anymore? I feel like a lot of you are very discerning with this connection, with this reconnection. You're kind of pulling back the emotions. It's a very Libra card, and it's funny because I have my moon in Libra. So for me, and it's not always, I guess for some it's not always easy. For me, it was always easy to disconnect sometimes from the emotions. Sometimes I had to, especially being an empath. That was just like a huge game changer for me, realizing I could disconnect. And being discerning with your energy and your love and your time and your power and what you put into things. I feel like you guys, someone's acknowledging and kind of recognizing you, and you're just kind of sitting there with that sort of like, do I really care what you think about me right now? Do I really care if you approve? Do I really care if you think I'm the greatest thing ever? Because I don't really know how I feel about you right now. Empress. So some of you could, you know, be in your divine feminine power, embodying that, bring things to fruition. You are embracing your femininity, embracing your power, and you're just like, I don't need your approval. I don't need no man. That's what that Empress card is. It's highly being in your feminine power. Whether it's you or this other person, take it as it resonates. So Three of Pentacles, the World. Okay. So we have the Three of Pentacles here, which is about laying the groundwork for a foundation. It's about teamwork, collaboration, building for your future. I feel like a lot of you guys are in a period where you are I'm going to leave these cards, sorry. That's what your focus is right now. You're being more discerning because you're thinking about your foundation, who you want to bring with you, what you want to build, where you want to go, you know, who you want by your side. And then the World card. Ending cycles, beginning new cycles. I feel like at this point you guys are in full discernment mode and you are deciding what you want to be a part of your life, what you don't, where you're going to head, who you're heading with, and you're cutting out all the rest, which is amazing because that is a wonderful energy to be in. Because when you're discerning, you're not cruel, you're not vicious, you're not malicious. You are just deciding what's worth your energy and what's not. And I feel like everyone should be a little more discerning in their lives. It's a beautiful energy to have. It's not selfish to love yourself enough to walk away and choose different paths and destinations for yourself. Yeah. Bottom of the deck, Star card. Hope, healing, universal, coming in. Universe saying we've got your back. You've got this. You were headed in the right direction. You're making it happen. So Page of Cups. Offers of love. But for me, more so, I feel like this is you giving love to yourself. I feel like this is you recognizing your power, recognizing your worth, giving this love to yourself because you know that you deserve it. And then we have Five of Wands here. And it's reversed, thankfully. And then again, the Seven of Wands is reversed as well. So the fives and the sevens. Oh my gosh, sorry, my cat's like over here messing with things, guys. It's one or the other. This is a period of coming out of conflict, of internal conflict, of external conflict, of being around energies that drain the life out of you, energies that just absorb and, sorry, take away from your essence, take away from your power. You're no longer putting your energy towards things that do not serve you. You are in your power, Cancer, and that is fantastic. I'm sorry this doesn't really turn out to be much of a love reading, because I do feel like there's someone that does love, that does care, but it's like you're at a point in your life where you're just like, I don't know if I even want this. I don't know if I'm in a period where I'm ready for a relationship or love. But you, like I said, you're being discerning, which is, again, it's fantastic. So you have the Magician, and then you have the, Seven of Swords. I mean, it was reversed, so I'm going to take it as reversed. That's how it popped out. So you guys are manifesting heavy. And what you're manifesting, I feel like, is, again, discernment. You're manifesting things that come into you that serve you. You are no longer focusing on false masks, false perceptions. Other people putting their issues onto you, putting their energies onto you. You are finally at a place where you're at peace with yourself and you are in your power, and you're like, no, I'm manifesting my future. I'm bringing forth what I want. I'm no longer in this kind of energy. I am no longer going to put up with people that wear false masks. I am no longer putting up with people that are not going to benefit my soul, that are not here for my soul's purpose to help me as I help them. That is the kind of energy you need to stay in. So, anything else for Cancer? Ten of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. So some of you could... Oh, I want to pop out. We're going to take it. So some of you could be dealing with an earth sign. Oh, yeah. Very well. Some of you could definitely be dealing with an earth sign. Knight of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Hierophant is a Taurus card. Knight of Pentacles, Cancer... Or, sorry. Well, we're going to say Cancer, too, because I said it. Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. But Ten of Swords, you're coming out of a period of energetic, just mental anxiety, frustration, carrying burdens. You are no longer doing that. And you are headed towards some kind of... I feel like you're building for yourself. And it has to do with spirituality. It has to do with your spiritual calling. What your soul's calling you to. Because the Hierophant is a highly spiritual card. It is a card of commitment, so you could very well be heading towards a commitment with an earth sign. I mean, maybe you're moving out of this energy and you've gone through all these things and then, you finally reach a point to where you are ready and you're like, you know what? Maybe, I'm ready to move forward. Maybe I'm ready to get in a commitment, and maybe you come across an earth sign that's, offering something substantial that's long-term for you. And maybe that's what you're manifesting, some kind of, connection with someone that is substantial, that is long-term. Maybe some of you are tired of the frivolous, sorry, but bullshit. Maybe some of you are ready for something substantial, something real, something long haul, and you're not going to settle for any of the other energies that are less than what you deserve. That is badass, Cancer. That is badass. And if it's not particularly that, or if it's not just that, maybe some of you are headed towards a higher calling, a path, and it's going to bring you, your prosperity, your abundance, your, substantial living that you're going to make. Maybe some of you are creating something involving your spirit, your soul's purpose, and you're working towards building abundance from it. And either way you go, I'm leaving that there, guys, because that's beautiful. You are taking charge of your life, your power. You have the universe behind you, guiding you, helping you, telling you to take these leaps and telling you to move forward and make things happen, and removing this toxicity from your life is changing it completely. So, yeah, that's going to be it, Cancer. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of the month, and I will see you guys in a couple weeks. Love and light. Bye.